your son and a man, and they are small. And today they're unionized. And you better have a game plan. And all I'm trying to do is teach parents to have a game plan, because kids by their nature are hedonistic little suckers. They do not come in this world with concern for other people. But that's our job, is to train them up, not train them down, and most of us train kids down. Train them up in such a way that they feel encouraged and loved no matter what.
What a great place for us to pause in this conversation with Dr. Kevin Lehman about powerful children, unionized little children. And there is more to come next time. Look for Dr. Lehman's book, Parenting Your Powerful Child, at a favorite online retailer or bookseller. And in that, of course, you're going to learn strategies like he's shared today about helping that child become all God intends for them to be. And, of course, we do have a lot of great parenting guidance at our website. That's focusonthefamily.com. On behalf of Jim Daly and the entire team, thanks for listening to Focus on the Family. I'm John Fuller, inviting you back when we once again help you and your family thrive in Christ.
When you talk about not having enough to go around, and how little you have, and how you must cut corners and eat the cheapest meat, these thoughts are creative, and you are only impoverishing yourself. Use the money you now have freely. Release it with joy, and realize that God's wealth flows to you in avalanches of abundance. Look up to the source. As you turn to the divine presence within you, the response will come. It is written, He careth for you. You will find neighbors, strangers, associates adding to your good, and also to your supply of material things. Make it a practice to pray for divine guidance in all your ways, and believe that God, or the Supreme Intelligence, is supplying all your needs according to His riches and glory. Claim it boldly. Come boldly to the throne of grace, Paul says. And grace, when it's removed from its mystique, is simply the mathematical, orderly reflection of your habitual thinking and imagery. In other words, there's supreme intelligence that responds to your conscious thinking and imagery. Pray for divine guidance, therefore, in all your ways. As you make a habit of this attitude of mind, you will find the invisible law of opulence can and will produce visible riches for you. Recently, a doctor told me that her constant prayer was as follows: I live in the joyous expectancy of the best, and invariably the best comes to me. My favorite Bible verse, she said, with which I saturate my mind is, He giveth to all life and breath and all things. That's from the book of Acts, 17th chapter, 25th verse. She has learned that she is not dependent on people for joy, health, success, and happiness or peace of mind. She looks to the living Spirit Almighty within her for promotion, achievement, wealth, success, and happiness. Whosoever trusteth in the Lord, happy is he. That's from the book of Proverbs, 16th chapter, 20th verse. Contemplate promotion, success, achievement, illumination, and inspiration, and the Spirit of the Almighty will move on your behalf, compelling you to express fully what you meditate on. Let go now and permit the infinite riches of the Infinite One to open up new doors for you and let wonders happen in your life. In prayer therapy, avoid struggle and strain. Don't try and force things. How could you add power to omnipotence? Can you make a seed grow? You can't. Plant it in the ground. It will grow. The oak is in the acorn. The apple is in the apple seed. The archetype or pattern is there, which you must deposit in the soil, where it dies, undergoes dissolution, squeeze its energy to another form of itself. Spiritual-minded man, he looks at an acorn, he sees a forest. Yes, that's the way your subconscious works. It magnifies your good exceedingly. So avoid strain, since this attitude is indicative of your unbelief. If you're worrying and fearful and anxious, well, that inhibits your good. That brings about blocks and delays and impediments in your life. What does fear do? That which I greatly fear has come upon me. Reverse it. That which I greatly love comes into my experience. Love is emotional attachment. In your subconscious is all the wisdom and power necessary to solve any problem. Your conscious mind is prone to look at external conditions and tends continually to struggle and to resist. Remember, however, it is the quiet mind that gets things done. Quiet your body periodically. Tell it to be still and relax. It has to obey you. Your body moves as moved upon. Your body acts as acted upon. Your body has no self-conscious intelligence, no volition, no will. It moves as moved upon. You can play a melody of God in your body. When your conscious mind is quiet and receptive, the wisdom of your subconscious rises to the surface mind, and you receive your solution. A beauty parlor operator told me that the secret of her success was that every morning prior to opening her beauty salon, she had a quiet period in which she affirms, God's peace fills my soul, and God's love saturates my whole being. God guides, prospers, and inspires me. I am illumined from on high, and His healing love flows from me to all my clients. Divine love comes in my door. Divine love goes out of my door. All those who come into my salon are blessed, healed, and inspired. The infinite healing presence saturates the whole place. This is the day the Lord hath made, and I rejoice and give thanks for the countless blessings which come to my clients and to myself. She had this prayer written out on a card and reiterates these truths every morning. At night she gives thanks for all her clients, claiming that they're guided, prospered, happy, and harmonious, and that God and His love flow through each one, filling up all the empty vessels in her life. She stated to me that following this prayer technique pattern, at the end of 3 months she had far more clients than she could handle, had to hire 3 additional operators. She had discovered the riches of effective prayer and is prospering beyond her fondest dreams. The sales manager told me that he had been fired because of excessive drinking on the job and because of being involved with one of the secretaries in the office. He was very distressed, dejected, and worried about his wife, his income, and his future. In talking with his wife later, I discovered that she was a chronic nagger and had tried unsuccessfully to dominate and control her husband. She was abnormally jealous and very possessive, and she clocked him in every evening, creating a scene if he were not home at a certain hour. He was emotionally and spiritually immature.
There's an object on road ahead.
No matter at all constructively. He deeply resented her nagging and her clocking of his arrival at home, and retaliated by drinking and becoming involved with another woman. He said to me, I just wanted to get even with her. Both of them agreed it takes 2, to make a go of marriage. It takes 2 to prosper. If a husband and wife will agree on prosperity and success, agreement means harmony, they will prosper. They'll have all the money they need to do what they want to do when they want to do it. And when you have all the wealth you need to do what you want to do when you want to do it, you're as rich as Croesus. Both of them agreed to start a prayer process night and morning, realizing that as they prayed for each other, there could not possibly be any bitterness, hostility, or resentment, as divine love casts out everything unlike itself. And it does. She prayed night and morning as follows. My husband is God's man. God is guiding him to his true place. What he is seeking him. Divine love fills his soul. Divine peace fills his mind and heart. He is prospered in all his ways, spiritually, mentally, financially, socially, everywhere. By day and by night, he's advancing, moving forward and growing, spiritually, mentally, financially, socially, intellectually, in all ways, for life itself is growing. There are harmony, peace, love, and understanding between us. It is divine right action and divine peace operating in our lives. And he prayed for his wife night and morning as follows. My wife is God's child. She's the daughter of the infinite, a child of eternity. Divine love fills her soul, and it is written he careth for her. Divine love, peace, harmony, and joy flow through her at all times. She's divinely guided and prospered in all her ways. For to prosper is to grow along all lines. There are harmony, peace, love, and understanding between us. I salute the divinity in her, and she salutes the divinity in me. As both of them became relaxed and peaceful about the situation, they realized that only good can come out of this situation. Soon he received a phone call from the president of the company calling him back, stating that he had heard he had had a reconciliation with his wife, and at the same time he praised him for his past achievements and accomplishments for the organization. Actually, his wife, without his knowledge, had visited the president of the company and had told him the whole story, how happy they now were and how the other woman had vanished out of his life. She told how they were now praying together. He was impressed, and she and her husband discovered very quickly the riches of scientific prayer. For the riches of the infinite are within you. You can know if you have succeeded in prayer by the way you feel. If you remain worried or anxious, if you're wondering how, when and where, or through what source, your answer will come, you are meddling. This indicates you do not really trust the wisdom of your subconscious. Avoid nagging yourself all day long, or even from time to time. When you think of your desire, lightness of touch is important. Remind yourself that infinite intelligence has taken care of it, in divine order, far better than you can by tenseness of your conscious mind. For example, if you say, well, I need $5,000 by the 15th of next month, or the judge must make a decision for me by the 1st of the month, otherwise I lose my home, my mortgage, and so on. That's fear and anxiety and tension. What will that do? Bring blocks and delays, impediments and difficulties into your life. Always go to the source. Remember, in peace and in confidence shall be your strength. When you're anxious and tense and worried, that will not bring about prosperity or peace of mind or health or anything. Go back to the source. Come to a place of absolute rest in your mind. And say to yourself, reiterate these truths. It is done unto me as I believe. Go thy way.